Hey everyone, welcome back. Another episode, Cosplayers Paradigm. It is definitely starting out to be a fun year, and have to say that the guests, the people, and the cons are going to be amazing. Without further ado, today we have with me MCAT, and we're going to go ahead and talk to them how they got into cosplay and what future holds for them this year, and so forth. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
A little bit tired, but pretty good. Thus far, the way things go nowadays. We work, we play, have fun in between, and if we're lucky, sleep.
Yes.
So, of course, everyone likes to know what got you into cosplay itself.
Well, originally I was in college. God, this I feel old now. But I really used to like Rick and Morty. That might be a controversial thing now, but I used to really be into it when it first started coming out. And I met some friends online who cosplayed Rick and Morty and did like a bunch of skits. We ended up becoming friends, and they actually inspired me to become like into it and everything. But I lean more toward the anime side before they did.
Gotcha. And of course, what was your first cosplay?
Levi Ackerman from Attack on Titan.
Oh, so Rick and Morty and everything got you in there, but you went Levi. You decided to go and, feet first.
Yes, I
Hell
love Levi
yes.
so much.
So far, I'm thinking everyone I've talked to when they've brought up Attack on Titan, it's only Levi. I've not heard anyone else being their favorites. So,
I
and there's
mean,
nothing wrong with that.
I mean, Levi's the best. I mean, come on.
Sometimes it's figurative to who's the best and who's not, because some people might look at things in a different perspective. But overall, yeah, he is badass. I mean,
Yeah,
the whole single one-on-one with the giant hairy Titan alone, that scene was just what the.
it was amazing. Yes.
But yeah, definitely a good one there. So you mentioned that you're coming up here to a new con, or I shouldn't say a new con, but your first con coming up for this year, I'm assuming?
Yes. KatsuCon. I've been wanting to go for like the past couple of years, but I never got the chance to yet. And this year, my friends and I are finally, finally going. So
There you go.
hopefully, it's gonna be fun. Um, it's next week, so yay!
So you're getting a little bit of that con crunch, figuring things out, trying to go ahead and get ready and everything.
Yes, I am missing one wig, and I don't know where it is, so I had to order a new one, and I'm mad.
Oh,
But it's okay. I butchered the last one anyway, so it wasn't like it was gonna be very good.
well,
So at least I
depending on
can
who
move
you're
on to this
cosplaying.
one. Huh?
It depends on who you're cosplaying.
A character that no one knows.
So you could wear the butchered wig, and someone goes ahead and questions you about it. You could just say, "I was dealing with a little bit of explosive properties, and well, it didn't go as well."
Yeah. I mean, technically, this guy owns a casino, but for
Okay.
some reason, because it's like it's a game on like your phone and stuff. It's like a story game. It's not one of the dating ones, but it was just like a mystery, like horror thing. And they say like like oh who you're gonna pick first or whatever, and I just wasn't feeling any of them. And then I went kept scrolling through, and I'm just like, well, he owns a casino. He must be rich. I'll take this guy. No, he's broke. He's broke
Oh,
and crazy. So I'm like, great. I just get the crazy guys. It's great.
I can completely understand that. Oh, but that should be fun though. I mean, you got a character that most people won't know, but's good for you. At the same time, it'll be fun, and you got friends that you're going with. So I'm gonna say this is gonna be a really fun time.
Yes, hopefully, I'm excited because
Now, where
every
is this con?
it's Maryland, I believe, or it's on like Maryland, like DC border. Um, I believe
Okay,
somewhere around there.
so on the far east, right there. Okay, well, that's definitely good to know. Trying to go ahead and put that on my radar to see if maybe at some point in the next year or two, maybe I can actually attend that one as well.
Yes, it is a party con, so
Oh,
there's that. It's a very, very party con, although me and my friends don't party, so instead of getting drunk or anything else, no, we're getting sleep deprived. This is how it works. Just staying up all night instead.
so aside from a standard con, it's going to have a lot of after-hour stuff.
Yes, it goes almost for, I think, Friday and Saturday. It goes till like 3 in the morning.
Oh, wow.
And then there's like, there's raves and stuff. So we're excited.
That should definitely be fun.
Yes.
Coming up here in April, depending on how things go, if I get the time off beforehand, I may actually attend a small little rave before a con. It'll be my first one.
They're fun. They're so much fun. Is it going to be like an anime rave or just like a regular rave?
It's going to be an anime rave. It's not going to last too long, but it's going to be the day before an actual anime festival over here.
Oh, that's fun. That sounds like so much fun.
And the best part is, it's all in the same spot.
Ooh, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good.
But I recently sold at an anime rave. It was Anime Haven or something like that. I don't know. It was
Okay.
so much fun.
That's good to know. See, I'm not sure what to expect other than the fact of music, dancing, but this boy can't dance. So if anyone out there is nearby in the Michigan area and wants to go ahead and give free lessons, hey, I'll take them. Because, 2 left feet, no, I'm missing out.
I'm sure you can dance. Come on. You just got to feel the music, man.
That's the problem. I feel the music, but then my feet go ahead and say no.
Well, you don't have to dance with your feet. You have hands.
That
You
is
have an
fairly
upper
true.
half.
That is fairly true. Who knows? But when that comes out, we'll go ahead and see what happens. Maybe I'll even be lucky enough to go ahead and cover a little bit of it and get some footage for the show.
Yes. It would be so much fun if you did.
True. Something new, something fun in between. Get the point of view from other people and experience something that I have not. So why not? Now, this being the first con of this type that you've going to be attending, or I should say not first type, but first time for this one specifically, what are some of your other cons that you've gone to?
Anime Boston, Kineticon, Rhode Island Comic Con, Anime Rhode Island. I've been to Anime NYC once. I'm trying to go back, but I've never been able to go back yet. What was the other one in Boston that my friend is dragging me to? Fan Expo Boston.
Okay.
This year is our first year to go to MetroCon in Florida as well. I do AAC, Pop Cult, but Pop Cult, sadly, that last year was their last year as a con.
Okay.
I did Springfield Comic Con before they died. I mostly just sold my artwork there. There's another one that I want to go to this year. It's in MGM Springfield. It's a Western Mass Con. I'm looking to sell there as well. And then there was last year there was a first year in Springfield, which was Gone Broke Con. They're coming up again next month as well, so I'm gonna try to go as well.
Nice. It sounds like there's a lot of cons that you've been to.
Yes. I usually go to roughly, I lost track count, but I would say about 5 to 7 a year.
Okay. That's not bad at all.
Yeah. A lot of money.
Yes, very true. But by the sounds of it, you branch out as well because you don't just stay in the hometown. You've actually traveled a bit.
Yes, my mom was actually a pilot, so I've traveled a lot.
Nice. What is the farthest con that you actually attended, though?
Farthest is gonna honestly be Katsucon. Because I'm driving 5 hours. I don't want to drive 5 hours. We're driving 5 hours.
Trust me, I get it, but at least it's only 5.
Yes.
If you want, we can trade. You can go ahead and deal with the trip that I'm going to be doing.
No, I'll just take a flight there. That's
No
what I
no
told my
flight for me.
friend. Like, if someone else is driving to MetroCon, because they're just like, I want to drive to MetroCon. I'm gonna see you guys at MetroCon. I'm not driving. I'm not gonna be going down to Florida for 2 days. I did that once. Never getting those days back again.
Fair. No, I'll be taking a 6.5 hour drive, and I'm probably gonna be doing it right after I get out of work. So I'll be done, packed, then on the road.
Yes, my friend is doing class first and then driving to my house, which is 2 hours away from them. So that's gonna be fun.
It usually is, but
Yeah.
in the end, once you get to the con, you see everything how it's going, you meet the people, it's euphoric, you know, it's oh heck yes, I'm here. And everything else is gone.
Yeah.
Sounds like a fun time. But this year is definitely going to be chocked full because already I think I'm scheduled at 8 cons already so far this year.
Really? This
Yeah,
year?
yeah. Last year was 16.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's what I said. Didn't realize it, but I'm not doing what I did last year ever again. I had 5 events in 1 month.
That's what we're gonna have pretty much. Because
Oh,
after Kineticon, it's gonna be 5 cons in a row, starting with Kineticon.
oh,
And I know it's gonna suck really bad because it's like
yes.
we're gonna be broke. My job is not gonna schedule me for hours. We're just going broke. So as soon as like Anime Boston's over, it's like I'm saving for these cons. Because my job is like that. Because I had to take most of next week off to especially like Thursday to drive down and everything. Today was the only day I'm scheduled this week.
Oh, wow.
Like I have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday available. Hello.
On a bad note, you don't have hours, which kind of sucks for the paycheck. But on a good note, this allows you time to crunch for the con.
Yes. That's why it's like it's good and bad. Well, that's actually one job. I did recently get a second job. They
Oh,
scheduled me 17 hours this week, which is so much better than 5. But, they're mostly closing, so I get, most of my day to do everything, so it's great.
there you go. Well, you're going to have a lot of fun right there, budgeting it out, getting it set up. Make sure to eat good food during the week, during that whole month of, cons on the weekend.
Yeah.
Get sleep. Definitely don't do what I did. And make sure you do not get sick. Do not overwhelm yourself.
Yeah. My friend is helping me prepare. They're just like, we need Gatorade, we need like the electrolytes, we need everything, and we're taking naps and all this stuff. Because it's like,
Electrolytes are good,
yes.
but
So
don't
they
overdo them.
requested a certain Gatorade, so it's like I still have to go grocery shopping for this con, and I'm just like, that's a tomorrow job.
Or you just get right onto the app, order some food, and have it delivered to you so you don't have to do the shopping.
True, but then that costs money that I could be spending.
Yes, yes, it does. But then sometimes when it comes down to the crunch right there, which is more important, your sanity or your pocketbook? I know, truth, the answer is actually pocketbook every time, but honestly, if you've never been in that situation, you don't realize where easy is sometimes better on the mind.
Yeah, it is, but I can't sadly use the money that I need to use in the little Instacart or wherever I order from, sadly. So I physically have to go to the store anyways.
That is fair. But you have the plan set up, which is good. You got your budgeting, you got everything else figured out, and by the sounds of it, some awesome friends.
Yes, really great friends.
That's good. Now, what would you say was your favorite con that you've actually attended so far, though?
On like size or on like general?
In general.
I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me because a lot of people hate this convention because they
Uh-oh.
say, "Oh, it's not very good" or whatever. I really like Kineticon. I love
Okay.
Anime Boston because it's so big and it goes late into the night because I don't sleep anyways. But Kineticon is also really close to home, so it's like I can go home, I can actually like sleep, and I can eat that night. It's not. I don't have to stress very far.
I can completely understand that.
Because Anime Boston, I have to stay with my friend. They live 20 minutes away, but it's like it's not home. Like I want to go home. I want to go home. Sleep in my own bed with Dazai over here next to me.
No, definitely. Yep, definitely get that. Yeah, trying to go to a new con, new places, great because you're having fun, but there is that sense of missing home, that comfortable feeling.
Yeah.
Well, bring something with to actually that makes it feel a little bit home when you have to.
Yes, I have my big Dazai plushie that's coming with me that I'm gonna sleep with or we'll use it as a pillow technically. But
There you go. I
I
did
had it
not
my way.
expect that,
I
but now I'm
use my body
curious.
pillow right here, but I'm not gonna bring that to a con. But yeah, he's right here. Good old, good old Dazai.
Nice.
I need a
Wow.
body pillow anyways because I bash into the wall because my bed's right next to the wall. So it's like I turn and then I bash my head, but he protects me.
I think we've all done that. Somewhere along the lines, we've always put the bed right in the corner or by the wall, some of the long lines. And you're relaxing. You're feeling good. You turn and suddenly your nose is hitting the wall and you're wondering, how did I just go ahead and transverse the whole bed?
Yeah. Oh.
Hey, at
It
least you haven't done what I did. I hit it so
hurt.
hard when I turned, everything fell off the wall.
Oh, that's not
Yeah.
good.
No, it wasn't. It was actually quite scary too because of what fell.
Was it probably a lot of breakable stuff?
No, sharp and pointy.
Oh. Well, I'm glad you're safe.
So was I. I literally went and put it up in a ball afterwards, realizing what's going on, and it was a whole. Okay, everything's good.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. Especially if you have like a bunch of stuff like that. That's scary.
Yeah, especially when you're not completely awake. You're just groggy. You hit something, go, oh shit. And then bam. Hey, there's my one bad word for the day. Yeah. Oh, reminiscing about things like that. It's just, oh wow, that brings back some memories.
Right.
But the collection of how I got them even comes up with even better memories. But that's a tale for another time. Now, what would you say is some of your favorite cosplays you've done? Because you've shown me a couple of them, but I got a feeling with how many different cons you've gone to, you have actually a lot more under your belt.
You'd be surprised if I say no.
Really?
I get hyper fixated on a character, and that's all I cosplay.
Okay.
So, but I've got a few more now that are especially coming out at KatsuCon that I'm really excited for. But I've done before with Levi because I mostly did Levi. I did some My Hero ones. I did Todoroki and Deku. They're retired though because I don't really watch that anymore. Levi's also retired, but he's still there because someone from my friend group wants to cosplay AOT, and I'm like, I can pull him back out for you. Right now I do Chuya, Dazai, Octagawa. Um, I will do Atsushi only on like Instagram and TikTok right now because I'm not bringing him to a con. I do Taiga. This is the first time I'm bringing Taiga out to a con. I just started doing Rudo from Gachiakata, so he's coming. He's I'm excited. I made the plunger and everything, so I'm super happy with him. But then I'm doing later this year. I have to do Sigma as well because my friend wanted me to do Sigma, so I have to do Sigma now. And then they want me to do Fyodor. I don't like Fyodor, but they said if I buy you the entire cosplay, will you do Fyodor? Well, if it's a free cosplay, I'm not gonna say no. So
I
yeah,
can understand that. Yeah.
I'm gonna do him, and then I completely forgot this guy's name from Seraph of the End. I want to say you.
Ooh, good series.
If I'm saying I love Seraph of the End, but if I'm remembering him correctly, but I want to do his when he first transforms and the wing is coming out of him with like his like these streaks on his eyes and everything. I'm gonna do that version of him.
Nice.
And then I think that's it for the year that's coming out this year.
Okay.
But I'm doing a
Well,
lot more now because I get dragged into whatever mess they're doing. So
no, I get that. In my case, I don't get dragged into it. I kind of volunteer, you know. But that's only because I don't do very many cosplays, and I'm trying to get more out there under my belt. And hopefully this year I have 5 that I want to do. I'm hoping to at least get 3 of them done.
there you go. Set a goal. Who
Yep.
are they?
So one of them, I've actually got someone making a wig for me, and that one is definitely going to get done either way. And if anyone's a South Park fan, I will be going as Professor Chaos, aka Butters.
I've seen people cosplay them. Yes.
That's going to be a fun one there, just because it is so simplistic, but at the same time, you know who it is.
Yeah. Like everyone's gonna know.
Yep.
I've seen a lot of
That
people cosplay South Park, and they're always so much fun.
I thought about recently. I was looking through and was like, wait a minute, I forgot all about that character, that arc, that setup. Huh? Maybe I should do that and think a little outside of the box. So I was thinking about the video game, The Fractured Butthole. They're all superheroes.
Yeah.
So what if I went ahead and did Cartman's the raccoon, or Kyle's the kite, and stuff like that.
Well, that would be so cool too.
It'd be fun, but something to think about in the future. But uh, one of the other characters that I'm trying to get done, it's from Dragon Ball Z. It is Hercule.
I feel like I know that name, but I'm not picturing them correctly. I don't think.
He is the strongest human in the world champion, with the handlebar mustache, the brown gi, and the afro.
Yes. Okay. Yes, I know who that is.
And every time that someone else is stronger is ready to go ahead and pick a fight with him, it's I got a stomach ache. So
Yo, that's
that's gonna be
funny.
a fun one.
That sounds like it is gonna be a fun one.
And at the end of the year, I have a collaboration that I'm going to be working with, and we are going with regular closed version of the Paladins from DreamWorks Voltron.
Really,
Yep.
that's gonna be fun too.
Oh, that one I'm actually hoping for so much because I am a big Voltron fan. I grew up with it. Go Lion, Voltron, DreamWorks, Legend Defenders, all different variations.
Yeah.
But I get to go ahead and play Hunk. So that's going to be fun.
So, yeah, that's gonna be so much fun.
And while doing that, I figured maybe I'm going to bring a prop out, you know, and I'm thinking to myself, what prop could Hunk have? And the DreamWorks version, he cooks. So
Oh,
maybe a dish of something that he made.
that would be so cool. That would be
Well,
really cool.
we'll see. It all depends. I mean, but I got plenty of time. This isn't till November, so that one I can literally go around, pick, choose, build something, take the time, and see where it leads. But that one I'm really, really looking forward to.
Yeah, that one sounds like it's gonna be so much fun too.
Oh
Especially
yeah,
with the dish. If you have like a dish of something, that would be so that'd be so cool.
I have a nice idea of what I kind of want to do, but that was going to cost me a little bit of money, and I have to find a few people, potentially someone who can do 3D printing for a decent price.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'll be like I said later on in the year.
Yeah. Most of these are gonna be later on, except for yeah, because most of them are gonna be at AAC roughly. That's when like the groups of stuff are gonna be. But AAC got moved up from October to September,
Okay.
so now it's happening sooner. Yay! Have to try harder to get it in before I do the 5 con week because after that I'm not ordering anything. I'm gonna be broke, so broke.
Yeah, this year Actually, coming up here really soon, I will be attending as a member of the press with my podcast a con that I did not think that I would actually be able to attend as soon as possible, and I'm really nervous, but looking forward to it and excited all at once. But I get to go ahead and attend the Chicago's Comic and Entertainment Expo. To everyone else, C2E2 as a member of the press.
I heard good things about that one. So
Same
many good
here.
things.
So I'm going to go in there with full objective of just checking things out as a cosplayer perspective, see how the con is, enjoy, and I'm really looking forward to it because I've had people who have attended before as guests as well as patrons, and they've had good things to say. So now I get to experience it.
Well, that's so good. That's so, like that'll be amazing.
That's what we're definitely hoping for. Meet people there, do some interviews at the same time. Go ahead and take photos and check everything out.
Yeah,
Mm,
that's gonna be so fun though. Especially
That's
going to new cons, it's always so exciting because you don't know what it's like yet. You know what it's like when I go to the cons that I've been to. It's like I know what to expect, which is good and bad. Where it's just like there's nothing new that but at the same time, you kind of since you already know the lay of the land, you kind of already know what you're gonna do.
yeah.
But new cons are always so exciting, and that one is gonna be so exciting.
That's definitely what we're hoping for. But you're correct. A lot of cons have the same formula where every time you go, it's exactly the same. You know what's going on. But then there's other ones where they like to change things up every year, and then you're like, so what's new this year? You know,
Yeah.
what would you say your favorite is between the two?
I don't know. I guess I kind of like predictability a little bit because um just the way I'm built, I prefer like I with I guess I have a huge anxiety disorder. So it's like if I don't know what's happening, that raises such bad anxiety. But if like I've been there, I'm like, okay, I know exactly where to park, exactly what to do, exactly where to go. I'm okay. I know I know I'll be okay. So for anxiety's terms, I like to know what I'm doing. But in other terms, it's like it's kind of fun to experience something new. But mostly, mostly the other one where it's just like I like to know what I'm doing.
Oh, I understand that. I mean, looking at the guest list of some of the cons coming up, looking at the events of what they're doing, it's fun to see the. I don't know. I didn't expect that. But then to look at them and see the same stuff where already know this is going to happen, I know this is going to be here. You have that little safe space and in the mindset. So,
Yeah,
well, that's
that's
why
why
when you
I
go to the new cons, you bring the friends and goes walls. Okay,
only one of my friends that's coming with has been there, and I think last year was their first year. So they're the one to be like, I know exactly where the meeting spot should be because in like a lot of people go. I think it's called like the gazebo, where everyone chooses to go, and they're just like, no, we need to stay away from the gazebo because at that point we'll never find each other because there's so many people meeting there. So it's like we're counting on them to be like, okay, so this is where everything is, whatever. This is where we're meeting, that kind of stuff. And then me and my other friend are just going along for the ride here at this point.
kind of been there, done that. I got a text saying, "Hey, meet us at this room by the river." So I went there and they weren't there, only to realize the same name but different letter was on the other side.
Oh no, really?
Yeah,
Yo, the spellings. Oh
it was
man.
my fault though because I didn't question it, and I stayed in one spot just with a mm-hmm, mm-hmm, instead of thinking carefully and trying to figure it out on my own. But it is what it is.
Yeah. Sometimes that happens.
Unfortunately, to this guy, quite a bit. Hey, at least I can joke about it and admit it, right?
Yeah. I mean, I've done some stuff. I've messed up some stuff. So
Ah,
I mean, I've done like panels before, and all some like they ended up turning into my friend's panel because I'm too shy. So, because I usually do like an anime bingo panel, or it's called like Dazai's bingo, because I usually cosplay Dazai and he's doing the bingo.
okay.
So it's like I I'm talkative, but I'm not very good with like crowds. So when people come, I end up just retreating into my shell, and then they're the ones who do it all. It's like I can speak a little bit, but then I get really nervous, and then they're the ones who are just like, "Welcome," like, "Come on in, do this and whatever." And then I'm just like, "This is under my name, but it's your panel."
No, I really understand that very well. Getting up on stage, it makes it hard, but if you can tell a joke and get yourself going to the point where you get that feeling, that comfortable, just as soon as it's there, and you don't see anyone else reacting in a negative way, you see them in a positive way, it's almost like that ice is finally broken, and then you can talk freely.
Yeah. I usually my panels are one time at usually at AAC, go late into the night. And last year, this is gonna sound really bad, but I promise you it's not. Um, Basically, I can't drink due to medical issues, so I usually get those like the little like sparkling ciders, right?
Hmm.
So I'm like I'm thirsty, but of course I'm Dazai, so it's funnier because I'm Dazai and not Chuya when Chuya is the one who usually drinks wine and everything. That I brought my bottle, like the actual giant bottle of sparkling cider with me to my panel, and I was just picking it up and drinking it. People were laughing, and I'm just like, hey, it's funny. I mean, I was just being like, well, I don't want to put it in a cup because then I have to go refill the cup, and I don't want to take it with me. No, I'm just going to take the bottle. Of course, after I did it a few times, I realized how stupid I looked, but
No,
it's
no,
okay.
that's the thing. Not stupid, actually smart. When you think about it, you brought something out that was kind of like your prop, even though it was actually helping in general. This prop allowed you to go ahead and keep the narrative going. So if people are kind of like, then you grab the drink and you go ahead and pick the whole thing up and do that. It's like, cheers. And then you continue on. You got that nice little funny hook that you can go ahead and do and say that makes people's direction go ahead straight towards you, but in a positive, like, oh, what's next?
Yeah. I mean, it
So that,
was that, and then in between, like, we couldn't stop, like, making jabs at each other either, so we were just, like, dying on the table laughing, and then me drinking. So it's like, hey, you know what? We were having fun.
but that's
Everyone
a
else
good thing.
seems to love it too. A lot of people have actually requested it back. Like the first year I did it, they requested it back, and now they want it back again. They wanted it at Kineticon, but Kineticon sadly rejected me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, Kineticon is there's issues with panels, but even though because my if it's bingo, shouldn't it? To me, it should be in a room, right?
Hmm.
Last year, I had to do it in a hallway. Now,
What? Wow.
yes, I had to do it at one of the hangout zones at the end of a hallway with like no tables, no anything, and it's just like, but it's bingo. You can't just have it in a hallway. That's kind of stupid.
Oh, geez. I'm
So
sorry.
I could do that again this year, but I'm really debating. I'm like, do I really want to have it at the end of the hallway again? Like, not really, no. Because, I mean, yeah, we ended up getting a lot of people coming in and out because people were like, oh, look, bingo's here. I'll play for a minute or whatever, which is, fine. But it's like, if you have people coming in and out too, you're not going to get the start of the game and blah, 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 blah. It's just not very fun. But, you know, so Kineticon has issues with panels, but leaving that where it is.
I'd say go to the next one that's close by where the people and the patrons would actually attend and see if they want to go ahead and bring your panel up, and then maybe they'll move over to that one.
Yeah, that's what they did with AAC
Okay.
basically because they work there as like security or something, and they're always just like, put your panel in. I'll tell people to approve it, please. I need the bingo. So it's like, I mean, granted, it's not obviously 100% that I'm going to be in every year because
Yeah.
other people have great panels. Like I've experienced a lot of great panels there, but it is kind of fun when I do get it because this year there was another bingo and they charged $5 for like that specific bingo. And everyone always wondered if my bingo was free, so that's how come I got a lot of more people because I can't really charge people for bingo.
Yeah.
But it's just like I don't want to charge people. Like I want it to be like this fun free thing that people can, come and just enjoy themselves and win prizes.
Exactly.
I
You
haven't
know?
had a dance off yet though. I've been waiting for someone to choose the dance off option when there's a tie. Never happened so far.
Once.
Once?
Once. So last year I was at a con and they were having a cosplay contest. So everything's going good. Everyone goes back where the judges are trying to figure things out. They come back out and said, "We can't decide. We need to see these people again." So they brought out these people, the cosplayers, looked at their cosplays again, and then they went back to deliberate. And while this is going on, the MC is like, "So what are we gonna do?" They still can't figure it out. Dance off. I heard that in the audience. Fine, let's have a dance off. Oh, you want to volunteer? Okay, you. So four people end up volunteering. And when it started, they all started dancing randomly. One person's going ahead and doing the Russian dance. The other person's going ahead and doing, some fun stuff. And then it gets to I'm going to go ahead and go forward and I'm going to do the worm. Then after that, another person comes forward and they literally do almost like a front flip, but stop dead in there, halfway. And it's into a handstand and then right back down under their feet again. It's like, oh my gosh, you guys are awesome. Then the last one decides he's going to do a front roll and the whole stage moves. And the MC's trying to stop him, like, no, stop, you're going to cause it. And he starts trying to scoot the stage back while standing on it and not listening. And it was a whole, I, I don't think we're doing this again.
Wow. That's
Yeah,
that's a story. Dang.
it was fun to watch. It was actually really good. The people dancing did an amazing job. But that last one, the person who originally said dance off, he's the one who did the front roll and scooted the stage forward. And yeah, that was kind of scary.
I would imagine. Especially scooting the stage. Ooh.
Yeah, luckily it didn't scoot that much, but it still did enough to the point where it was like, whoa, stop.
Yeah. Dang,
Ah,
man.
yep.
Sorry,
That's one of the
plugging my
crazy.
phone.
Oh, you're good. That was one of the crazy memories that I have while attending and filming the cosplay contest. A dance off that went ahead and left everyone in awe, ooh, and ah.
Yeah, that's cool though. I love
Oh
to do
yeah,
masquerades and lip sync battles. They're so much fun. I finally got my friend to do a masquerade with me.
nice.
Though I will say the photographer, great photographer. But why'd you gotta do us dirty like that? Yo, every picture that we have, and I swear to God, we have like more than any of the other acts, was literally our positioning was so bad. And it just looked horrendous. So I sent them to like my friends or whatever, and I'm just like, look what they did to us. They did us so dirty. There's one picture out of like the 7 or 8 that are like that is okay. The rest of them, it's like our faces are messed up. Are like, at least to me, like because we're our worst critics, obviously. But yeah, yeah, they just did us so dirty, and I can't get over it because I'm like, the dance wasn't even that great. We messed up a bunch, or at least I feel like it. So to me, not even feeling confident on our act, to see that it just made it worse.
Mm,
It's like, no, oh god. And then like I finally ended up doing a death match as Rudo once, like when the anime was still, brand new.
okay.
And I was trying to get people chanting like send the filth to the pit. No one did it, and I stood there awkwardly, and I'm like, oh, okay, great.
Yeah, trying to get people to interact like that is hard.
It is.
Unless you go ahead and have something very popular and it's only like um a couple words or something like that, it does make it hard. Which kind
Yeah,
of
I
sucks
mean,
because you
my
figure
friends
everyone's
did it
nerdy.
and was trying to get people to do it, and then all of a sudden they felt awkward and stopped, and then I kept going for a minute, and I'm like, okay, I'll shut
Have your
up.
If you plan on doing that again, have your friends separate into different parts of the audience. That way,
Oh,
two
I
people
didn't
can go ahead
think
and
of
actually.
that.
That way, two can start where it feels like a chant, and then as one of them's looking around, then the third can start in, then the fourth or whatnot, and then hopefully that will actually cause a chain where everyone else will follow suit. It's like, oh, this random guy is actually joining in. Wink, wink.
Yo, that's actually very clever. I didn't think of that. I'll have them do that next time if I
Sometimes
get
it's
in.
hard. Hey, if you got in one time, I don't see why you can't get it a second time, right?
True, but I prefer masquerades and lip sync battles because I'm like I feel like my cosplays aren't going to be popular enough to win death matches. I just did it for fun.
Fair. Okay. Well, I have to say the cosplays you did show me though did look amazing.
Thank
So
you.
why don't we showcase those really quick?
Sure. Oh, yeah, there's Dazai. I forgot I did Rui. That's sad. I forgot I did Rui. Yo. Yeah, that's one of my really good friends who's in like most of them with me.
Nice.
Yeah, me eating my Taco Bell. Gotta love my Taco Bell.
There is a professional cosplayer who swears by the fact that the thing that you will always find in his pockets are string cheese and gift cards to Taco Bell.
I can get behind that.
I mean, hey, he's not wrong. I remember last year we went down to Hall of Heroes, and after the first day, we're all hanging out at the hotel, and next thing I know, here comes DoorDash. He goes over there and he's got this giant bag of Taco Bell, and it just turns, looks at us like late night supper. And
Yes.
oh, he's a fun guy. His cosplays are amazing, and at the same time, he's so influential because he doesn't care what people think. This is literally the person that if you're a guy and you want to dress up as a woman, if you're a woman, you want to dress up as a guy. If you're a guy and you want to go ahead and dress up as a thing that dresses up as a woman and a monster completely while holding Taco Bell, do it. It's just like, dude, and they're on point too. He doesn't spend much on them. He focuses on the detail of what he can go ahead and put together, and he embodies the character. So at the same time, you're just like, really?
See, but that's always the best part, though.
Yeah. I
You
mean,
gotta embrace the character. To me,
yes.
that's what all my friends say. Is that like when you become the character, you don't necessarily like you look like them, but you just act like them when you're in the cosplay. And I never really realized that until I start doing something and then I stop and I'm like, that's exactly what like Dazai or whoever would do. And then I remember that like at Anime Boston this year, there's like the in character cosplay contest. And I was like talking to my friend and they're like, you should sign up or whatever. And I'm like, I don't know who I'd be. The one who I feel most comfortable in is Dazai, but sometimes my comebacks are a little slower. And they're like, no, you need to be Octagawa because you can just sit there and scowl at people and say nothing. That is what you need to do. Because I'm also very silent. So if I sit there in the corner and judge you, well, that's just his character. Just sit there silently and judge you. So it works. So
I
now,
like that.
if I get in, I'm going to be Octagawa.
Hey, there you go.
They're going to be Momo from Idolish 7. if they get in, hopefully. But they're
Nice.
so bubbly and everything, and it's just like I love them. They're great.
Bubbly characters are fun.
Yes, Dazai is just crooked. Same
Hey,
thing with Taiga. He's a little crooked too. He's actually very crooked. I think worse than Dazai in a sense.
but
And it's hard to beat Daza.
aren't those the fun characters just because you can literally go out more instead of the standard?
Yeah, because I mean, no one, because Taiga's from a game called Tokyo Bunker. No one has heard of that. It's the games that you see on Instagram with the fake ads, and it's whatever. But there's one when you first meet his house in this chapter. You see him, and he pulls out this gun. Right? I should have said that, but on this being recorded, but he pulls out his weapon. Right? And he takes down this bird that's supposed to be like, it's like a lovebird. If someone's thinking of you or something, this bird comes along, and it's a cute little pink bird. He just kills the bird, picks it up, and just eats it. Feathers, bones, nothing, everything. Just chomps down on it. So this cosplay, or this version I want to do, is having the blood all over my mouth with the bird feathers all over it. Because I think it's funny.
Okay, that is hilarious. And you don't have to really worry about saying the gun or anything like that. A lot of characters have that. And the trope isn't actually only to that character. There's a lot of them in the past, different cartoons, animes, where something has shown up, you see the music, and, I mean, you hear the music, you see the character, and everything seems like it's all lovey-dovey, and all of a sudden, snatch, done, tracked, whatever. And then it's like, not today. No. What are you thinking? Or something along the lines.
I mean, when you first meet him, he ties you up in a chair in his bedroom, being like, "Who are you? I don't know you." But it's like, sir, why you tied me up in a chair? He actually has you literally at gunpoint too. He's pointing it at your head, and he's like, "Who are you? Who sent you?" And it's like, "I'm sorry, who are you?" But he has like memory issues, so he never ever remembers your name or who you are. For some reason, he started calling you Kitten. So that every time he sees you, he's like, "Kitten, kitten, kitten." So I'm like, "I'll take it.
Hmm.
I'll take it. I'll
Okay.
take what I can get." I will say I'm mad at that game though, because when season 1 ended in December, you left with like you're left with a huge cliffhanger, and then all of a sudden there's like 20 other cliffhangers that come at you at once, where you're just like, "When did this happen? How did this happen? I'm really confused," right? And then season 2 comes out, and I'm like, okay, let's get to the bottom of it. Nothing.
Yep.
Completely different storyline. The guy who apparently died is now alive and well, just in this completely different story setup, and it has nothing to do with what happened. Like,
Oh.
I'm sitting here baffled, like, why did you do this to us? Why? And now it looks like there's a whole another story coming. But it's like, can you just, I don't know, finish the first one? Like, why are we moving on to a second one? Hold on, like, let's go back. Let's finish like the 20 cliffhangers, finish the end, and then move forward. Because I hate
Yeah.
it when things do that.
It could be worse.
Yes, but
Back
if
in the day, an
anyone wants
anime
to play
started.
the, oh sorry,
True. No, you're good.
I was gonna say if anyone wants to play the game, it is such a good game though.
Might have
It
to
is
look into it.
Yes, it has hot anime guys and cats. I love both. That's what attracted me, especially the cats, because I'm like, this has cats all over it. I like cats. Let me try.
That is fair. Now, what I was gonna say is back in the day, there was an anime that came out on Cartoon Network, and they didn't specify that they were changing the anime to a sequel anime, and all of a sudden it restarted again, and you're like, wait a minute, no, why did it restart? And then it restarted a third time. It's like, wait a minute, what's going on? Why does it keep restarting? Is this like a weird cliffhanger? But no, they were completely different shows. And it just
So
restarted from the beginning of its own show, its own universe.
that is so weird.
It is, but I mean, it makes sense too. I mean, how many times we've seen that for other shows, you know? Like you have
Yeah.
an original show that, let's say, was from the 80s, and they remade it. So now the 2000s does this one where it starts from the beginning and goes. But in this case, it was this is the standard. Now we're going to go ahead and see what if we went ahead and started off in space. Let's go ahead and move to a different city and let's go ahead and do it in this one. You know, let's do the
Yeah.
Edo area and restart it. And it's like,
That is cool though.
it is. It's just they didn't tell. So when you start
Yeah.
watching it and you're like, no, no, no,
And then
what's
you're
going
so
on? No, yeah, but it is what it is.
that's what happened with Winx Club. The like last year at the end of the year, they decided to do a huge reboot of it, starting over from season 1. Great. Okay. Yo, they messed up the entire storyline, and I'm like, I can't, because I love Winx Club. You know, the original one from like way back in 2004.
I do. I also remember
And
the movie. I mean, the live action series.
yo, the live action series I had issues with too.
The
It
first
just
season I thought was good.
yeah, the second season I couldn't even sit through. I'm like,
Thank you.
I can't.
I only got to the second episode. It was so bland and like, what?
I got to the third. I no, actually, I got halfway through the third, and I'm just like, this is I can't. But
Yeah,
what happened with, especially with the series now, is that it just everything feels so wrong because it starts out kind of the same, where it's just like, oh, you discover this, okay, you're this, but all of a sudden it's just so there's way too much, and then they dropped this. I saw it. I didn't see it, but I kind of saw it coming, and I was like, please, for the love of God, do not do this to me. And they did
hmm
it, and I am so mad. Of course, I'm not going to spoil anything for anyone because I hate spoilers myself, so I'm not going to try to spoil the show. But oh, I
hey,
can't. Like in January, there was supposed to be the second half of the first season, and I'm kind of scared to touch it. Not gonna lie.
hey, don't blame me one bit. But when it comes out, you can go ahead and wait, see responses from other people without getting the spoilers, and then make your own decision of whether or not you're going to try it.
Yeah,
So there's at least that.
I probably will end up watching it eventually. Like I know, like they did that with Monster High too, and I love Monster High as well. Like that's I forgot that I also cosplay Toralei too, and I'm doing that at Katsucon because I have a group now, and that's gonna be really fun. But it was Gen 1, loved Gen 1. Gen 1 was everything to me. Gen 2 doesn't exist anymore, and I'm glad it doesn't exist anymore. We just don't talk about Gen 2. Gen 2, no. Gen 3, I have issues with. I mean, I'm glad it's still around, but it's like I get how they're trying to be more inclusive, especially now with, everything. But it's like that's also what you add new characters for. You don't just butcher the old ones into these brand new stereotype things, and it's just like to represent, every like all different types of, people, life, whatever.
Yeah,
And it's like I get what they're trying to do, but please add new characters. Like, I feel like that's the best way to do it. If you don't make something worse, you try to make it more inclusive from where really good standing is. Because a lot of people don't like C's our Gen 3. I mean, again, I don't mind it, but it could be better. But I really don't mind it. I actually don't even mind the live action movies from Gen 3. Um, of course, a lot of people hate those, but I actually don't mind it. Like, you know,
people are subjective.
yeah. Which I am glad though that they are more inclusive, especially now with all walks of life. But it's just kind of frustrating where it's just like, but you had something so good that a lot of people loved, and I get this also trying to gear toward a younger generation,
hmm
but just add more characters because the beauty of Monster High to me was always more characters and what other characters and monsters are there and what they represent. but it was just like, you can't just take the main characters and butcher them like that. To me, I'm like, that makes me sad.
No, I definitely get that. But we are definitely coming down to the end of the wire of the show. And got a couple minutes left. But let's close it off with a nice, fun one. And then some words of wisdom. If you could choose any cosplay to make and do from any genre, and where would you get a photo shoot done with it?
Honestly, and this isn't from any like necessarily, like, how do I put this? It's an OC basically,
No, that's
which,
fine.
you know,
Original
she,
characters are fun.
yes, she is, actually, my stage name is named after her, MCAT, and she's a werecat fairy princess from the world Caterin.
I love that.
She's very cat based, but she's made after my love for Monster High and Winx Club because she's the fairy of felines, but she's a werecat, which is also a breed of monster. So she also went to Monster High for high school, and then for magic, she went to Althea College for fairies, or high school now, whichever you want to decide it is. But it's just like, her age is kind of fun. Like, her age is 2,400 years old versus, so she's in werecat years. That's like a young adult and whatever, but I would get her done. I don't know exactly what castle, but I would want her done at like a really
Ooh,
fancy castle. And I
I
want to
like that.
make like her huge dress and with like beautiful fairy wings with her. I love her so much.
I like that. That sounds absolutely amazing. Wow. Okay. And of course, last but not least, for anyone out there cosplaying and or getting into cosplay or has been doing it for a while, what are the words of wisdom that you would give them?
Enjoy yourself with it. Don't let any, like, even though people might criticize anything, especially online, as long as you have fun with it, that's all that really matters. And if you find friends, find good friends that support you with it. Doesn't matter if it's like a cosplay or if you make it by hands or scratch or you buy it somewhere. Because granted, I buy mine. I can't sew for any. I can't sew to save my life. My friend does my wigs because I can't do wigs either. But you just have fun. It's all about having fun.
Love that. Straightforward, straight from the heart. Could not have said it better myself. Well, thank you so much for joining us. It has been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
You are so welcome. And of course, for everyone else out there, like, subscribe, share with your friends. Let us know if you have any upcoming ideas, thoughts, shows that you'd like to see us at, or if you'd like to be on the show. Feel free to drop a line, message, even follow on their website. But until then, of course, if you can dream, believe, create. Have a great night, everyone.